Next is the story. Resurrection Mary, Chicago, Illinois, VNB and MCNH. Chicago, the city that never sleeps. But in the southwest suburbs, there is a street that is said to be haunted. VNB and MCNH. The main character today is Mary. They say that she is a young girl about 19 years old, beautiful, slim, with slightly curly blonde hair, sad blue eyes, a gentle but melancholy face. She often wears a classic white evening gown from the 1930s, white high heels, and a small purse in her hand. When she becomes a ghost, her skin becomes pale, surrounded by soft light, walking silently in the mist. Resurrection Mary, the soul of a young girl who died unjustly here nearly a century ago. One night in 1940, Mary went to the urinary ballroom dance floor with her boyfriend. Jazz music was playing. The lights were sparkling. After an argument, Mary left the ball. Walking home in the cold night, along Archer Road, she was hit by a car in the fork and never woke up. Mary was buried in the white dress she wore that night at Resurrection Cemetery, but her soul seemed not to rest in peace. Years later, a driver reported seeing a girl hitchhiking in the middle of the night. She sat quietly, her eyes staring into the distance. But as the car approached the cemetery, she disappeared. Jerry Palis said he had danced with Mary at the prom and picked her up. When they reached the cemetery, she vanished into thin air. A burnt handprint was found on the cemetery's iron gate, a reminder that she had tried to return. Police, taxi drivers, and people around the area all said they had seen Mary, the girl in white. Over time, the story of Resurrection Mary became Chicago's most famous legend every Halloween season. It is said that on foggy nights, her shadow still wanders the same road. Perhaps Mary has not found her way home. And every Halloween, she returns, waiting for someone to take her the last part of the way. If you drive past Archer Avenue and see a girl waving, remember, not everyone is still alive to ask for a ride. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel to support me. The story, Lisa and French. The Kill Halloween. On Halloween night in 1973, the small town of Fond du Lac was shrouded in fog and dim yellow lights. At night, the town looked magical and mysterious because of the Halloween decorations. Children laughed, dressed in devil costumes, running around the streets begging for candy. Among the crowd was Lisa and French, a 9-year-old girl dressed as a small butterfly. She left home at PM, promising her mother she would be home by PM. No one knew that was her last promise. Lisa walked down Military Road, knocking on doors, receiving colorful candies. When she arrived at house number 431, she met her neighbor Gerald Turner. "Come in and rest. It's cold," he said. Lisa walked in, and the door closed. The next morning, her mother reported her daughter missing. The police and hundreds of people started searching. They searched everywhere: parks, riverbanks, wastelands, but there was no trace of Lisa. 3 days later, a driver found a plastic bag thrown on the side of a suburban road. Inside was Lisa's body, still wearing her dirty and torn costume. The police arrested Gerald Turner, the friendly neighbor who turned out to be the real devil. In the interrogation room, he confessed to a cold crime. He had seduced, killed, and disposed of the girl. The case shocked the whole country. People called him the Halloween Killer. From then on, Halloween was no longer just a joy. It was a warning that evil always has a human face. And now the story. The crying in apartment 727. San Francisco City is immersed in the night fog. The high-rise buildings are sparkling with lights. In the middle is the shiny, digital Alden Tower. Once a luxury hotel in the 1950s, Alden Tower now has only stained walls and broken windows. A faded old photograph shows the hotel's opening day. The smiles of past guests now just a memory. The fire that claimed the lives of 6 people, including a small child trapped on the 5th floor. After the fire, the building was abandoned for more than 3 decades, with residents believing that the child's spirit was still there. In 2014, a group of young YouTubers decided to explore the place on Halloween night. At 11 p.m. they started filming on the 5th floor. The air was heavy with the smell of old smoke and mold. When the camera was turned on, the space was eerily silent. Only breathing and footsteps echoed. Suddenly, the microphone picked up a small, weak sob like a baby crying somewhere. The girl in the group called out softly, "Is anyone there?" But only small footsteps answered. The door at the end of the corridor opened by itself, even though there was no wind. They shone a light into the room. It was empty, except for a charred doll lying on the floor. As the girl picked it up, the flashlight flickered on and off. The camera shook violently. Then a child's voice sounded close to the microphone. "Mommy, I'm so scared." In the final frame, a small figure appeared behind them, a charred face, eyes glowing like hot coals. Thank you for watching this far. Please click like and subscribe to see other interesting stories.